Hello guys, and welcome back to Aseel by Sketchbook. Originally my topic for this video was going to be interior design styles, but I wanted to put in more research into it. You're gonna see it in the few upcoming days, but in this video, as you can see in the title, it's all about clients in interior design and forming bonds with them. And I'm gonna be starting with the general rules of dealing with any client. First of all, always listen. Listen to what they want. Listen to what they're telling you, because this is where you start off your design. This is your base for the design, and everything starts off from what the client tells you. The second thing is to put in a realistic deadline. All of us mess up in the beginning. We always tend to put unrealistic deadlines. Do not commit to a deadline without calculating and properly assessing the scope of work that you have. And from there, the third and last rule is to define your scope of work. So if you're gonna be handing out floor plans with dimensions and with details, like, put exactly what you're gonna deliver on a sheet of paper that is your contract, and make sure that you explain it to the client regardless of their type. Now, you have two types of clients. You have the first clients are commercial projects clients, hospitality, retail, or anything that is commercial. So you're designing for a business, for a brand. The second type of the clients are my favorite, and they're residential project clients. These are like more on the villas, apartments, complexes, things like that. So let's start with the commercial projects. First of all, before you meet them, research about the brand as much as you can. Understand what they're doing. Understand what kind of functions they will have within the space. Kind of have a brainstorm before you meet with them. And if they are a startup that have no brand yet or haven't built an image of a brand, then when you're dealing with them, you can set a creative direction towards what the project is about. But regardless, research and ask questions, listen as much as you can. When you're designing for a commercial project client, you have to consider four things. First of all, what kind of atmospheres are they trying to create? What kind of functions do they have within the space? Their circulation needs, and last but not least, the interaction within the space. Let me explain into examples. First of all, if you're designing a coffee shop, you want to ask questions to the owner like, what do you expect within the space? What kind of vibes do you see in the space? What do you visualize? Is it somewhere that is cozy, that people can work inside? Do they see freelancers sitting down and having a cup of coffee and working? Or is it the type of place where you see a lot of friends and cliques and you see them talking and interacting? These are two different design needs, because one of them is like you are designing for people who are mostly individuals, or like a pair of two that are working, so you need bigger tables and you need to understand the ergonomics of the space and the psychology of the space, while on the other you want to design something like a set Central Perk kind of place. So also you might be designing hospitality and you want to understand, is it a boutique hotel? Is it a business hotel? Maybe they have a special idea, a special concept, something behind the brand, things that they want to introduce. You want to ask them these kind of things. What is their vision that you're going to take and you're going to polish and you're going to turn it into a design? This is what you need to consider when dealing with a commercial project client type. Definitely what you want to ask about as well is budget and materials for commercial projects. They're a lot more durable. Some of them are cheaper, some of them go for the more expensive. So you want to ask about the budget so you can get a glimpse on where do you stand and what can you design. The second type of clients that you will have, the residential projects clients, and these are my favorite clients. Let me tell you why. You're most likely designing for a happy occasion, whether it's their first home or whether they are preparing for something, for a celebration. One of the clients that we had before, a woman who wanted to renovate her living room before Christmas. For Christmas, it was a lot of fun to design for her because she was happy. And especially with the residential project clients, what you need is chemistry. Lots and lots of chemistry. If you feel like you're not gonna be vibing well with the other person, then turn down the project. I know this sounds hard, especially if you're trying to establish a company or you are trying to establish your name. But honestly, you're not going to design well if you don't like the client. As an interior designer, you have a special connection with them. It's very intimate to be someone's interior designer because you want to know about their lifestyle, their hobbies, their kids, their names, their ages, what they like, what they don't like, what their dreams and hopes are. Try and form a bond that is a lot more open and that is a lot more friendly. It's a real privilege working with people as an interior designer and give them the experience that they want, because you're designing their everyday life, literally, like they're living in this space that you've designed for them. You want to make sure that you make room for everything they like. Are they people who are crafty? Are they people who are sophisticated? Do they host a lot of parties? Do they have a lot of friends coming over? Or do they prefer their own little bubble where they can work? Back when I was a student, I thought I would never like residential design because it's something that is repetitive to me, like what? A set of sofa, wallpaper, flooring. But then when I joined IKEA, I've learned a lot of things about life at home. I started to love residential projects and I understood what it means for people to live within a space, and for that I'm eternally thankful for IKEA for teaching me this particular thing about myself that I didn't know. Now, I get this question all the time. If you want to design something and the client is telling you not to do it, what do you do? How do you go about that? What you want to do is you want to make them understand the consequences that it will have on their design. But as long as it doesn't harm anyone and it serves their needs or their vision, then you should definitely do it. You're designing for the client, not for yourself. When it comes to yourself, then you do whatever the hell you want. But it's important to deliver something that is visually and functionally satisfying to the client. So this is what I have for you today. I have only 10 days left for the daily videos. If you want to stay tuned for more interior design and lifestyle content, then please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell next to it to receive a notification every time I upload. So thank you so much for watching and have a great time of the day wherever you are in the world. Goodbye!